Hello, I'm going to talk today about the importance of one Christian denomination in American history. And the denomination that I chose is Methodism. And I chose this denomination because I've never really thought of Methodism as an important denomination. And I've never really understood the teachings or actually done any research on this denomination at all. So one of the most important elements that I found of this denomination is that it holds one of the longest histories in American culture. It literally started in Great Britain as part of the Church of England and then migrated to North America due to the American Revolution. It was started by two brothers, John Wesley and Charles Wesley. John Wesley was more of the theologian. Charles Wesley was more of kind of an assistant. He was still a theologian, but he took kind of a backward seat to his brother. Methodists, according to my research, are convinced that building loving relationships with others through social service is a means to receive God's ultimate love. The name of Methodists was given to a group of men who called themselves the Holy Club, and John Wesley and Charles Wesley were a part of this club. These members met weekly. They received communion weekly. They fasted regularly. They abstained from most things of amusement, and they visited the poor and sick on a daily basis. Therefore, people called them the Methodists because of the way they used these rules and methods to go about their religious life. It was actually a joke. That's kind of how they took it in the day. There are three foundational elements of Methodism that I found from my research. One, people are all by nature dead in sin and considered children of wrath. Two, they are justified by faith alone. And three, that faith produces inward and outward holiness. Throughout my research, I really saw an emphasis on number three, that faith produces inward and outward holiness. Holiness for Methodists is extremely important, and throughout my research, there's a lot of information on holiness and how it correlates to this denomination. Most Methodist ministers were considered enthusiastic preachers, and this is seen in one of the most notable Methodist preachers, George Whitefield. And an important note to make, the Whitefield and John Wesley, were friends. Starting out, were very close, and they actually later came to blows in regards to differences in theology. Although after this disagreement, their relationship was restored, or more of a compromise was made due to on the issues of theology. Methodist doctrinal expression was then extended, mainly due by Charles Wesley, due to hymns and worship and just different things that actually became a very large part of the Methodist tradition. Charles Wesley influenced this aspect in a great deal. The United Methodist Book of Worship and the United Methodist Hymnal are still used today in United Methodist churches. Both books were actually derived from John Wesley's Sunday Service, a book also known as the Book of Common Prayer. A unique feature of American Methodism is the observance of the season of Kingdomtide, I think I'm saying that right, which emphasizes charitable work and assisting the poor. This normally takes place around the autumn or fall time, and green is considered the traditional color of the day throughout that season. It's 13 weeks long. However, it is rarely practiced in the United Methodist Church anymore. One interesting thing that I found in the news related to Methodism was that there are two United Methodist pastors who have gone to Monrovia and started feeding programs to assist orphans that have lost their parents to Ebola. And I thought this was interesting because the U.S. is facing this issue as well today. So that is Methodism.